Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ALAWIYAH RAEBA and I will tell you about my materials in chapter 16 about motivation without rewards and competition. Motivation pitfalls, the reward pitfalls, and the competitive and comparative pitfalls. The first one is reward pitfalls. It was the reward pitfalls is so controversial at the time because psychology as a field was enamored with Skinner's behavior theory that shows reinforcement reward following behavior could be used to increase desired behavior. The second one is the competitive and comparative pitfalls. Using competition between students and between the teams is alluring. It appears to create excitement and interest. Team will work fast and furious to beat up other teams. Second is motivational strategies that work. The first is in pairs of pairs. In pairs of pairs consists of intrinsic motivation. First, the notion of attribute shift. The second is explanation is praise of often serves to increase perceived competence. The second one is self-esteem. Everyone has need to feel competent, important, and loved. When we receive a compliment, it feels good. It makes us feel good about ourselves. And the third is positive classroom atmospheres. Not only do we feel good about ourselves when we receive praise and compliment, we feel good about those who dispense the adulation. And the fourth is positive feedback. Feedback is important for learning. It can be argued that there is a little difference between praise and positive feedback. Positive feedback is important to praise. Negative feedback, even when we attempt to sugarcoat it. The next is team building, class building, make the curriculum motivation and high expectation. Team building is a part of students create teams like team cheers, team handshakes, and team celebration. Class building is the team building's world-class counterpart. Class building is making learning be fun because students can create the sense of belonging and support and creates a motivational context for learning. And the third is make the curriculum motivation. We can make our curriculum intrinsically fun and integrating. The anticipatory set is a great way to open the lessons with a bang. And the next is high expectation. If we want our students to be highly motivated, we expect with confidence that our students are motivated, or at least that they can become motivated. The next is the interaction incentive. Students crave social interaction. Cooperative learning empowers us to parallel that need to socialize into engage interaction over the curriculum. And next is appeal to virtue. Industrialists famous and we can motivate students by appealing to their sense of virtue, encouraging good character and discouraging poor character. Next is instills a sense of excellence. Some people seem to excel at everything they make, may be talent or smart. Team on team competition. In public in a public education system where our goal is to leave no child behind, we must be wary of an imbalance of competition where the success of a few is both at the expense of everyone else. There are no losers. Occasional team competition and team contests are probably good for students, but in the cooperative class there are always more cooperative class goals and within team cooperation. And the next is create a challenge. Students respond to a challenge much in the same way they respond to intergroup competition with great zeal. Unlike team competition, challenges don't create negative interdependence don't carry the baggage that comes with winning and losing teams. And next is take an interest. Think of the teacher of who took a special interest in you. Take an interest in your students and watch become more motivated to learn classroom. You can ask your student about take an interest. Think of the teacher who took a special interest in your take an interest in your students and watch them become more motivated to learn in your classroom. Ask them about their weekend, their hobbies, their favorites. Ask them about their classwork. Show a genuine curiosity in what they've done. The next is convey positive attitude. Here's a simple truth. We work harder for those who have a positive attitude. Here's another truth. A positive attitude is negative attitude. And the next is share your enthusiasm. It is often said that high school teachers go into teaching for love or the subject. Many teachers have any appreciation for and affinity toward the curriculum. Next, create relevance. Students turn off to some learning with the unspoken attitude that never going to need this the real world. They cannot see the link between what they are learning and how they will apply it in their own life. And the next is the mission incentive. We work hard for something we believe in our classrooms. That something can be service learning project or charitable contribution, a class or school beautification project, or simply increasing the number of tardy free days. From status to prestige. Status is the relative position of the individuals in group. For there to be high status individuals, there need to be low status individuals. In most classrooms, the high status students, they are smart participatory students. And next is novel instruction strategies. How teach students can also motivate our unmotivated students. If we always teach the same way, it becomes monotonous. The next is a sense of accomplishment. There is a great joy in learning something new, solving a difficult problem, creating a novel solution, putting on wonderful performance, displaying complete mastery of the subject matter. The next is emphasize good work, not good grades. Grades are form of reward. They can punish like rewards too. If students are doing work for the grade, they are performing for an instinctive reward, for not for the inherent interest in the curriculum. Next is public sharing and feedback. Individual public performance is required. Students will work remarkably hard if they know that will present something to the class. Next is team goal setting. Have teams set their own goals so they are intrinsically motivated to reach their targets. And the next is create buy-in. When students buy in, they are motivated to participate. When they are not motivated, they buy not, or put in their words by they are over it. Next is bit size success. If we throw a child in a pool, he or she would likely drown, which wouldn't do that. But we do that in the classroom. All too often, we throw students in the tasks that excess their ability. Challenge is good, but too much challenge leads to frustration and failure. And the last is choice, autonomy, and internal locus of control. The concept of locus of control was developed by Julian Roger in 1915s. The basic concept is individuals either have an internal or external locus control. Teachers have an internal locus of control if they ascribe their success and failure to their own actions. They have an internal locus of control if they feel external agents such as luck, the environment, or other factors outside their control are responsible for their fate. Individuals with an internal locus of control feel more like kings than pawns and are more motivated. Thank you.